If you want to know how I made this Edwardian bust improver, then please stick around. Bust improvers were commonly used all throughout the Edwardian period. In 1887, they were in the form of cup-shaped wire structures. A simpler design existed in the form of heart-shaped material with circular pockets, each with a slit behind, in which a pad could be inserted. The Handbook of the Towelette laminates the use of linen bosoms and many creative ways of creating flirtatious charms to improve the work of nature. The bust improver tucks into the top of the corset, not only to improve the bust line, but also to help smooth out the transition from the top of the corset. Let me pat myself on the back by saying that I did a mock-up for this project, even though I really didn't need to. Even though this was really simple to make, I still find it an achievement when I actually make a mock-up for something. I cut 2 on the fold for the body of the bust improver and 2 of the bust shapes. I gave all the pieces a good press. For the body, I pinned both pieces right sides together. I'm using a cotton muslin, so both sides of my fabric are the same. For the bust shapes, I sewed 2 rows of gathering stitches a 1/4 inch away from the raw edge of the fabric. The body, I sewed it using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, leaving a 2 to 3 inch gap of it unsewn. Carefully, I snipped into the seam allowance to make pressing the shape easier. I then turned it right side out like a sock. Then I ironed it flat, rolling the seams between my fingers to press it evenly. For the bust shapes, I evenly pulled on the threads to gather them, then loosened the gathers to the correct size. With polyfill, I stuffed the bust shapes rather full. I was figuring the polyfill might smash and condense over time, and wanted them to be as fluffy for as long as possible. After I gathered the bust shapes to the desired size, I pinned them into place. I decided that the bust improver was looking a bit too plain and decided to add some fancy lace that I had left over from my drawers and camisole project. I hand stitched through all layers with a running back stitch to attach the lace and bust shape to the base. Silky thought she would test out how cushy and comfortable the bust improver was. Because I thought it needed some more pretty lace, I top stitched some on the outer edge. In hindsight, where I chose to start and end the lace could have been a bit neater. If you feel like sticking around or just want to see what other adventures I get up to, please consider subscribing. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. Keep an eye out for my next video, an Edwardian corset cover.